Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to our Mass Effect Legendary playthrough. Yeah, on Mass Effect 3, we're FemShep Insanity, and what do? We have just been to the Citadel where we mopped up after doing the Save Useless Jacob mission. Next up is Asari Colony, I think. How much after that we'll do, we'll have to see. Depends. Don't know. My little boy didn't sleep too well last night, unsurprisingly, given he's got a horrible cold. So therefore, I didn't sleep too well last night. So we'll see how we go. But there's always time to go to Asari Colony.
Found something.
Largely frozen ice except for liquid seas at the equator. Trategos? The coldest winters of any Asari colony, mate, taking it down near the second tier of habitability. Trategos' colonists are a hardy bunch, using freezing winter months to test whether newcomers have what it takes to carve out a life on the planet. Nice. Colonists are fighting the Reapers in a guerrilla war, their best resource being the submarine vehicles that can dip under sea ice to mask their heat. Unfortunately, these have not proven good tools for taking back population centres from the Reapers, and for now the colonists will have to be satisfied with commando actions to harass their synthetic oppressors. Pretty neat though. An intact Reaper weapon. Okay. %. That's a lot of fuel to be lying around. We'll get all this on the way back.
Reapers eluded.
Over to Kalini.
Signal confirmed.
The Angry Reapers. 300 units of fuel. Nothing else
Faster
in
than
that
light
system.
jump successful.
Chug.
I found something.
We found something. What is that something? The Library of Asher. Cool. Carcosa was thought to be a naturally occurring hothouse planet until an Asari expedition found palatial ruins on its barren surface. Likely the seat of an ancient city, the crumbling edifice dates back more than 2.7 million years. The only intact chamber seems to be a throne room overlooking a large depression believed to have once been an enormous lake. The evidence of the people of Carcosa polluted their planet until it became uninhabitable, triggering a runhouse greenhouse effect, spoiling the planet's fresh water supply. Research into the planet's long history will have to wait. Asari scientists evacuated when word of the Reaper attack reached the system, leaving behind data drones to explain their findings to anyone who survives. Well, let's hope that's not, Earth one day. Given the news we had recently, there's every chance of it. We're heading rather quickly towards a runaway greenhouse effect ourselves. before we do that, we might as well get our upgrade. Do 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 do. Just standing there looking at each other now, are you? Fair enough.
Excellent find, Commander.
The barrel of this Reaper weapon can be dismantled for further study. So, what do we want? Capacity, ammo capacity, or damage? Probably damage.
Information network terminal has been updated.
I'm just wondering if it's worth... What's this? Reassign power bonuses? No. Reassign powers. Is it worth reassigning Garrus? We'll see how we go. Be interesting to see how we do in this one, because this is where we deal with banshees and they can be quite difficult. I've never done banshees really without biotics or yeah, usually I have biotics on higher levels. You know, when I play Insanity normally, I'm normally a Vanguard or an Adept. What else have I been? A Sentinel. Sentinels are basically immortal. Lessus is an unpopular garden world with characteristics just outside the comfort zone of its Asari population. Its gravity is a little too high, its disease is a little too virulent, and the soil inhospitable for growing food. Further information is difficult to come by. The Asari government is uncharacteristically silent about Lessus. Well, I think we're going to find out why shortly. Normally a garden world settled so long would be highly populated, but the little light pollution can be seen on Lessus's night side. Something they're ashamed of down there, I think. Okay, well, we'll definitely be taking our powerhouse damage dealer, and I guess it would be between... I could see the use for Javik, Dark Channel, and go with what we know, shall we? No, too heavy. Too heavy. So why are pistols so heavy in this game? I never really understood that. Like, you know, I don't really see how a pistol can be heavier than an SMG. Should we take the Hornet? Try that one. Really need to get him a better gun. Gonna have to invest in upgrading the Mantis, I think. Right, I'm doing that after this mission. Or maybe after Omega. If I'm doing Omega next, I won't need him. Duration damage. Cool.
Dig up any information on the mission, Liara?
I did, and I now understand why High Command wanted to hide it. We're headed to an Ardat Yakshi monastery.
Ardat Yakshi? Like Morinth?
Morinth chose to be a killer. These Ardat Yakshi isolated themselves to avoid that. But it doesn't mean they're harmless. Their urge to feed can be powerful. That's why High Command sent in commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
So what does the Asari High Command want us to do?
If there was a chance the Ardat Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Seems a bit harsh.
You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Morinth was dangerous, but are the Ardat Yakshi this big of a threat?
Morinth was just hitting her stride. Ardat Yakshi who kill leave behind astronomical body counts. It's why they can never be free, and why they're such a great source of shame to the Asari. That's why High Command won't rest until this place is destroyed. They'd never risk a single Ardat Yakshi getting loose.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardat Yakshi sent out the distress call. If the Asari want us to destroy this place, I need to know what happened.
Exactly. We don't
Agreed.
blow shit up just
Once we
because.
give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here.
Yeah, we're not just going to mindlessly blow shit up just because politicians are getting nervous.
My advisor's IR says this show's warm. Recent visitor.
I know who the recent visitor is. And the minute we said Ardat Yakshi, I'm pretty sure everyone else did too. Right. Are you appropriately armed? Yes, you are. So you need your ammo power. Let's try this Hornet, see how we do, shall we?
Elevator disabled. To prevent entry or escape, I wonder. That sound. There's more than one out there.
Why did we switch the torch off? Hmm?
What was that?
Stay sharp. I heard something.
That was me. Sorry.
Garrus, you getting clumsy?
You won't believe what Yan has managed to smuggle in. A copy of Vanya. Meet us after supper in the library. Bring some study work. Reel is floor warden tonight, so act natural. We'll be by the East Video Banks. This is gonna be so great.
Practice good operational security, people. A reminder, students are not allowed to visit each other's quarters or meet in rooms unsupervised by staff. Students are also forbidden from extranet communication without approval by senior staff members. There are no exceptions to these rules. First offenders will have their free time revoked for a month. Further violations will be met with confinement. Our monastery is our shelter. For it to remain that way, we must make sacrifices. If we do this, I have faith we can continue to enjoy the order and peace this place has given us. Matriarch Gailey. Yes, so not only are you imprisoned, but you will enjoy it. Staff and students attached to our new daily schedule. Please note wake up time has been moved forward 15 minutes. Just 'cause get over it. Wake up at 5:30 AM. 5:30 till 5:45. That's harsh. Breakfast half an hour. Okay. Morning meditation. Plenty of time for that. Study period for 2 hours. Chores. Yeah. Midday meal. Okay. Man. Gotta say, I can see why Morinth didn't want to come here. It's like, okay, you didn't do anything wrong except be born with a disease. But you're definitely going to this hellish prison. And, you know, nothing you can do about it.
Reapers. Looks like we know why the commando teams went silent.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Ardat Yakshi? Anything useful?
A floor plan marked with the nav point location of a bomb. It's in some place called the Great Hall.
At least it's no surprise Nuke gone to Chunka, but the commandos want this place gone pretty badly.
Ardat Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
Oh, well. Yeah, I will be giving you an ammo power, Liara, but I'd rather you had fully spec'd up stasis and warp. At very least, I don't know. We'll see how we go. Okay. It's quite spooky here. With random screaming people in the background. Be quiet, Fergus. Now's not the time for you to be barking away.
Very good. I almost didn't hear you.
Samara?
It has been some time, Shepard.
Don't know where you're
You
putting
are a
that
most
hornet.
welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep.
What brings the Justicar out here?
My
The
daughters
daughters,
have lived
pretty
here for
obviously.
centuries, Garrus. I've come for them. Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
You met me hunting down your other Ardat Yakshi daughter. Are these ones just as dangerous?
Valer and Rila have followed the monastery's rules ever since they arrived. They've shown no inclination toward violence.
Well, it's okay then.
And you're here to save them.
They are my responsibility. And it's one that cannot be abandoned, even as our galaxy crumbles.
Let's go together.
I'm blowing this
Maybe your
place
daughters
up.
can tell us why the Reapers hit this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them.
Centuries? That seems a bit neglectful.
We're out of time. We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Shh.
Wait!
Focus.
Let's go.
See, I like Samara and everything, I really do. But centuries? Centuries since you bothered to visit your daughters?
My name is Tashia Pore. I'm wounded. Bad. Give this to my bondmate, Weshra. Asked her to go to the Citadel and tell Weshra I love her. Tell her. Sorry we fought. I was an idiot. Didn't mean any of it, Weshra. Want you to have everything of mine, okay? Love you. I love you so.
It's too quiet. Are there any survivors?
This fight didn't last long by the look of it.
It wouldn't. The monastery only had a few guards to protect it, not an army.
Okay, big open space like this calls for a sniper rifle, not a SMG. Especially since we're going to get hit by...
That one's new.
Effective against barriers, warp, warp, warp. Well, that didn't go as well as it could have. And why? Yeah, Banshee's going to be a problem, I think. We'll see. Ooh.
That used to be a person. An Asari. What have the Reapers done?
They all used to be people. Since you're freaked out because it's finally happened to your people, Liara. It's been happening to humans since Mass Effect 1.
Mother, you came.
After centuries,
soon
I'm
as I was
surprised you
able.
even recognised
Shepard,
it.
this is Falair, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat Yakshi. They have
Mother,
been...
they have Rila.
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters.
Why is this one not disintegrated?
Please.
Usually they all
You
sort
can't
of
let that
melt.
happen to Rila.
The Asari thought the Ardat Yakshi were to blame for the attack.
This is our home. Most of us are grateful to be here. The monastery is a place Ardat Yakshi can achieve peace.
Falair speaks truthfully, Shepard. I vouch for her words, with pride.
Then we have to find Rila fast. The Great Hall has a bomb in it.
A bomb? What, didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Falair.
You sound like the commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Falair?
It's true though.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Be angry. You got every right to be.
Falair! The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
We'll meet you there.
Be pretty awesome
Please be
if,
swift.
as an adept, you could do that. You know, the floaty, joppy, flyy thing.
You'd need a crowbar to pry those doors open. This place was beautiful before the Reapers came.
How do you know? Goodies, 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 goodies.
Jethro, this is Galay. I've blocked internet access. We don't need the students panicking about these Reaper rumors. Still, it will not hurt to tally our supplies. Please bring me an inventory before evening prayer. I'll contact Cessia later tonight to inquire what set the Asari to war. Go in peace.
Yeah. What sent the Asari to war? Oh yeah, a massive galaxy-wide Reaper invasion. Oh, that's a bummer. What the hell? What? So those guys go down pretty easily. Banshees and not so much. Now we're talking. That is a good weapon. Might be trying that later. But not yet. Disciple's an absolutely amazing weapon. Shotgun of choice for a Vanguard, in my view. Shit's definitely going to kick off when we go down there. The new girl put in a holding chamber. Justica brought here. Justica for it's like a mix between prison and a school trip, isn't it? It's horrible. See, look at that. That is doing some proper damage there. Shred 'em mod. Ignores 55% of armoured targets. It's pretty heavy though, isn't it? Increases accuracy by... See, it would be nice to have that. So that 10% off the weight doesn't make a lot of difference, does it? Yeah, see, all this is too heavy. Far too heavy. Let's try this. I'm going to save it just in case it's terrible. But I'd just like to try a different armor weapon combination change. And as those banshees get awfully close, I don't really feel like a sniper rifle is the best option half the time. See how we do. Hit her, please, Garrus. Not good, not good, not good. It's getting the hang of those rolls, isn't it? Better. Bullshit. That worked fairly well. Used up a lot of ammo. Like a lot of ammo. The ideal would be to have the Disciple and the Indra, but it's just always going to be way too heavy. Could use a higher magazine as well for it. No goodies here?
Another dead commando. Was she holding off Reapers, or was she left behind?
Commandos work as teams. She would have volunteered to guard this point.
Hope she took some down before she died.
Yes. Your commandos didn't do too well, did you? Garrus, what are you doing with that gun?
Got it.
Okay, here we go.
There's our bomb.
And Falaire.
Rila, wake up!
Falaire, Rila cannot hear us.
Look! She's still alive!
I know, but I am afraid Rila is not well.
Rila's not one of them yet. She can't be. She just needs to wake up.
There's a lot of Medigel here, and that's there for a reason. I'm not going to be harvesting XP from these, at least not just yet.
Rila? Rila, can you hear me?
Because we're going to get double bansheed. And not dying to them is really hard.
Why did she
In fact,
do that?
nobody helped her.
Because they've begun to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb?
Not without a detonator.
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it.
Yep. We got a problem.
Later.
Ah, no, 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 no. On that one.
one.
For now. Let's get back to that bomb.
Oh. That one. A little better than I expected it to be fair. Whew. I have to say, I like that fight, because that fight really gets you, well, it gets my blood pumping a little. Like, 2 Banshees in this fairly confined space is just, it's quite a big ask. Okay, have I got all the goodies? Yeah. Thanks for your help, Samara. Jeez.
Flair, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing? It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go!
Move!
Not even a goodbye, my daughter.
I love you. Rila!
Oof. Yeah, it's gotta hurt.
We're not your slaves.
So when they said they were planning to blow this place up, I kind of assumed they'd blow up the whole building, not just one room. Like that massive bomb, and all it did was kill whatever was in the room. Seems like a lot of sacrifice and a lot of effort to wipe out whatever was in the room, and everyone else just gets away.
It wasn't even time to say goodbye.
Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Falair, the code demands an Ardat Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Falair.
Mother, no!
My daughters, you were all so...
Yep, no. Yep, no.
Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Falair?
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery,
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
then the code permits you to stay, as you are.
Hug your daughter, you monster. There we go.
Once this war is over,
I like
and
her, but
if I am
Jesus
able,
Christ.
I will visit, as a Justicar should.
And as you obviously didn't in the last several centuries.
I'd understand if you wanted to help Valaire rebuild a home here.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers. I'll speak with Valaire, then join your forces. If you'll have me, of course.
I'd be honored.
The honor is mine, my friend.
Shame she can't join your squad, because she kind of sounds like she would.
Everything's taken care of down here. Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the smoke.
Right then. Thinking some weapon upgrades. We're gonna upgrade the pistol and the...
I read your report, Commander. We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb.
May the Ardat Yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to the monastery who I can now formally transfer to Admiral Hackett's command. They'll serve you loyally, Commander. Farewell.
Well, that's always helpful, isn't it? What do we have here? We've got Zaid. We've got some Asari commandos. And Samara. Optimized EZO capacitors. Oh yeah, that came from the Normandy. Awesome. Good work, guys. Turian General was saved. Doing well.
I just figured you'd be more sympathetic to someone joining Cerberus. You've never been big on aliens.
Yeah, I enlisted to kick ass just like everyone else. But I need a better reason than it has scales to go kill somebody. And if Cerberus is taking our dishonorable discharges and Cat 6 washouts, it's just one more reason they're not worth a damn.
Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal. The Crucible Project received some new tech from the Asari government.
I'm glad they've decided to help the war effort.
Everybody has to fight now, no matter how pretty you are. I learned that the hard way. Commander?
Sure you did. Bring Cole, Crucible update, Hackett. Meh. Jacob Taylor, yeah, we met you already. I would offer to travel once again with you on the Normandy, but the code dictates I join the fight where it is most dire. While you do your essential work, I will do my best to help hold the front. Oh, so you're going to Earth then, are you? Before I depart, I'll return to the Citadel for a short time to prepare. If it does not interfere with your duties, come and find me there. I will definitely do that. I'm still really bummed out that we've lost, that we never saw Kelly.
That was a rough mission. The Reapers are an ingenious and ruthless enemy. Poor Rila. Ingenious and ruthless. The worst kind. Never met a real Ardat Yakshi. Not that I know of, anyway. I think I dodged a bullet there.
Pretty unlikely bullet to hit. They're fairly
Seriously,
rare.
I think I would have been a goner. Good to see you.
Because you're helplessly in love with any Asari that will take you. Sorry, the only one we've got's taken. She's mine.
Everybody was fighting the Rachni, trying to push them back through the relay. Finally, the Krogan were turned loose and stopped them.
I see.
But When the Krogan rebelled, we had to deploy the genophage to stop them. Wasn't the only rebellion. 1,000 years later, the Geth revolted against the Quarians. That was a whole other war. Then along came the humans. My own people tangled with them for a while, and now, to top it all off, we've got the Reapers. What about you?
The Ouroboros fought the Densorin. The Andoromai conquered the Vandoma, and the Jatil turned against the Jah.
So, I guess nobody really ever gets their act together.
The Sinreal claimed to have found the path to eternal peace.
Oh, that's nice.
What happened?
The Ditaka preferred war and wiped them out.
Yep. I hope you guys had alcohol.
Some of the crew seem shocked by the monstrosities we have encountered. They haven't seen what the Reapers could corrupt after 100 years. That was our war. Every battle conjured a new nightmare. This human holds such childish views of war. Your species has much to learn. Commander.
Samara's the kind of soldier we need in this war. Nothing gets in her way. I just hope I'm not in her way someday. That woman means business. Now it's a mutated Asari. The Reapers are just a giant nightmare factory that never ends.
Don't do anything
I can
unjust,
only imagine what
Garrus,
the
otherwise
Reapers
she'll
are
kill
doing
you.
to the Drell, or the Hanar, or the Vorcha. This could get a lot worse before it gets better. Another time, maybe. It's a brilliant tactic, when you think about it.
But it's evil.
When has that ever mattered in war?
Yeah, but converting other life forms into Reapers? I can't wrap my head around that.
Makes sense to me. It ensures you never run out of cannon fodder. Eliminates any local resistance. And for every soldier you add, your enemy loses two. The one you converted, and his buddy on the other side who can't pull the trigger on a friend.
You sound like you admire them.
Same way I admire a virus or a thresher maw. They've adapted perfectly to their situation.
But the Reapers want to destroy us.
And I have no intention of letting them. But if you don't respect your enemy's capabilities, you're in for one nasty surprise after another.
You sort of are anyway, though, to be fair, Garrus, let's face it. Anything more to hear on that one? No.
Have we heard from Agent DeTrace yet?
She has not reported in for over 8 hours, Doctor.
She was stationed on Valchir when the Reapers invaded. I think we can assume what happened. Inform Agent Calamus he's now in charge of reporting Reaper activity past the lowest relay.
Oh dear. Matriarch Chalet's signature can get us a 5% bonus or a 5%. See, I could use the money. There's no doubt about that. But no, power damage all the way. Need to hit. Need to land every drop we can into damaging people.
Poor Rila. But I'm glad she set off that bomb, Shepard.
You're not upset the monastery was destroyed?
No, not after what I saw. I don't care that they were Ardat Yakshi. To be turned into such creatures, nobody deserves that.
I certainly don't. I can't believe anyone would consider
Good
it
to
up
see
for
you again,
debate.
Shepard.
It's amazing how
Enjoy your
people,
day.
even this enlightened race of Asari, you know, treat a disability, which is what that is, as something contemptuous and shameful. It's just not okay.
Kenneth, have you seen the new poker table up in the lounge? It's going to waste.
Well, I was thinking of inviting to Sony a trainer up for a wee game of strip poker.
Right. You're not going to invite that reporter Allers, too?
Nah, she'd bring cameras and record the whole thing.
And if you lose, you don't want the whole galaxy knowing how little you bring to the table.
Stop, girl. My back roll is just fine.
Nothing to report.
Commander.
Good burn there from Gabby.
Need anything, Commander?
No.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Yeah, carry on. Get on with it. I don't know why, but I don't really care about God, what's his name? Jesus, that tells you how much I don't care about him. Engineer Adams.
So, are you doing a story on the Asari who were turned into Reaper creatures?
The Ardat Yakshi? No.
I think that story would be perfect for you. The hidden dark side of the most beautiful race in the galaxy.
We have a huge Asari audience. If I do that story, I could lose them.
That seems a bit like pandering.
Ever seen how fast an e-democracy can abandon its allies?
No.
If I do my job, you won't. Huh. Second Star Broadcasting is headhunting me. I liked their Garvuk story, but seriously, I'm on the Normandy.
Yep, it's true. You are.
I've always loved the M35 Mako. It's got heart, you know?
Oh, come on. The M44 Hammerhead is vastly superior.
No, Cortez,
Come
you're
on,
wrong.
that thing's made of tissue paper. At least the Mako can take a few hits.
I'd hope so.
Bad
The thing
dog.
handles like a drunk
What? No.
rhino. No agility
You're not a bad dog.
whatsoever.
More like a bull that can climb and climb.
Okay, I definitely
for
pressed
days.
A, and I definitely
It only
did
climbs because of its
I don't
stupid,
understand.
vertically
Why is it a
aligned
bad
mass
dog?
effect fields. Jump or stick. No speed. No lateral movement.
Hey, with a cannon like that, who needs to move?
If you want that, why don't you just stick with the old M29 Grizzly?
Hey, I love that tank.
You would be one to love grizzly bears, Mr. Vega.
What? What's so funny?
It's not a bad dog.
The next time you blow up a monastery, let me know you've left the premises, okay? I worry about you. Is everything okay, Shepard?
Yeah, I'm good. Any bits and pieces we need to buy here? Maybe that. No. Dee, 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 dee. Don't need any of that. Don't need any of that. Need all sorts of things here, but can't afford it. Yeah, I don't think the Valiant's going to happen, guys. It's so expensive. Could possibly get that. No, 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 no. Garrus, it's about time you had a decently upgraded gun. What else do we have here? Can't really afford to throw any more money around, can we? Quite like to upgrade something that, well, I suppose Liara uses the Hurricane, which has been upgraded, so that... Yes, look, there we go. 200%. I wonder how bad it'll be if I go to this, because that's what I really want. Ah, yes, I can lose the lightweight materials and have that. Look at the damage in the oh, yeah. So do I want the Shredder mod? 55% of armoured targets, that's pretty handy, isn't it? All the accuracy, 40% accuracy. You know, I'm going Shredder mod. Yeah, I like it.
Hey.
See what Edie and Joker have to say about things.
Alright, here's another one. Dates back to the Rachni Wars. So, a Krogan and a Solarian have landed on a Rachni world for a top-secret mission.
That is unlikely. Solarians rarely took part in raids on Rachni-occupied worlds directly.
Missing the point. So the two guys are climbing up a hill going through this nasty green fog. And as they get near the top, they come out of the fog, and the Solarian sees thousands of Rachni. He looks over at the Krogan and says, "Oh, well, that makes me nervous!" The Krogan says, "You think that's scary? When this is over, I have to go back down through that fog by myself!"
The implication being that the Solarian soldier would be dead.
Yes. Thank you for killing the 2,000-year-old joke.
That joke plays to racial stereotypes on both sides. The Krogan appears brutish and insensitive, while the Solarian appears weak. Stereotypes such as exemplified here led to the development and use of the genophage.
Well, yeah. It's also one of the only jokes you'll hear both Solarians and Krogan telling. Comedy isn't really about being nice. Sometimes it's a way to air out the ugly things people think.
Yeah, that's true. That's why you got to be very careful censoring politicians. Well, you'd always censor a politician. You got to be careful when you censor comedians. Now, I'm not saying that any insensitive joke is okay just because it's a joke. You know, you can absolutely have an offensive joke that should never be told. But it's very difficult to have a censorship on what comedians can take the piss out of, frankly, in my view. Because sometimes comedians are the ones, through comedy, making everyone stop and think and laugh about things that everyone just takes for granted and doesn't think about.
Glad you talked Samara down.
I never thought I'd see her flinch from her duty.
I don't know. On one hand, that code's all she's had to live by for, God, centuries. Then the galaxy goes to hell. The old rules don't cut it anymore. I mean, we're cutting some corners, right?
A few.
Well, the Alliance can always court-martial us after we save the galaxy. Commander?
What are you doing, Edie?
Monitoring reports of proton storms and other space weather. With the Reapers attacking the comm-buoy systems, critical warnings may be lost.
How bad are these storms?
If we are warned, not bad. If we are not warned, very bad.
Thanks for the info, Edie.
Hello, Shepard.
What would a proton storm do to us, I wonder? Because if we need advance warning to survive it, then it's, you know, I would argue, a bit of a problem, you know. It's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Still, I imagine we'll manage. Okay, we're out of Messina. Chomp, 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 chomp. Oh, that's a lot of fuel. These can't all be fuel, surely. I'm tempted to save and then come back to these if I need them. But then they might actually be artifacts. This is the trouble. It's annoying that fuel was done this way. Yeah, there's fuel. See, that's just a waste, isn't it? And what's this one? Fuel. This. Okay, I'm going to reload so that I have that fuel as a backup. Because, you know, at some point I could be low on fuel and need to go and get it. And that's an excessive amount of fuel. I mean, you know, you can't get, as far as I know, in Mass Effect 3, you can't upgrade the Normandy to take more fuel, which means you can never need those 3 stockpiles of fuel. You just don't need them. So they can stay right there. Let's head back to the Citadel. Then what? Well, we've got a few things to do in the Citadel, and then while we're there I'll have a little think. Because it's Omega or Leviathan now, I think.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
Still don't have your thing, mate. Still got no need to write to those.
And may I ask why you think
You're still talking about not fighting Cerberus.
I think I'll do better against the Reapers than Cerberus, ma'am. Spectre status recognized. One moment, please.
Actually, I don't know if there's anything new here at all. James and Saeed. So we need to go to the embassies. And despite what it says, we do need to go to the Presidium. I don't think there's anything we need to do here.
Welcome to Batarian State Arms.
Yeah, don't need any of that.
No replacement has been
Yeah, I'll take that. I know. You don't have to say anything, but I'm about to make my comeback. You just gonna stay? Come on.
James is getting his ass kicked at poker. Saeed's standing around doing nothing. Okay, so there's nothing going on here. I'm not going to the hospital again because I don't have any of the things they need, and I don't need anything from them. We do need to go to the embassies. Don't think there's anything in Purgatory I need either.
Now arriving at Presidium Embassy.
Claiming the Nimbus cluster and the Salian. A joint Turian-Krogan force has landed on Arone in an attempt to retake the Volus homeworld from Reaper forces.
I hoped you'd come. I won't remain here much longer.
What are you doing on the Citadel, Samara?
I suppose I came to say goodbye. Falair is safe, and Rila is at rest. I felt the need to speak to you before heading to battle. I want you to know there is no one else I'd rather see leading us in our last hours.
These aren't our last hours. I'm fighting this war to win it.
No doubt. But you can't deny that the galaxy will be forever changed once it ends. Even I can't predict how. A little humbling. But perhaps that's a good thing.
What are the other Justicars doing for the war?
Most have made it home. They will attempt to hold Thessia. With the odds we face, it's possible our order will no longer exist after this war.
There's that few of you?
Well, that and the fact
Our
that
numbers were
if the
never
war doesn't
great.
go well,
We must prepare to
you know,
sacrifice
there won't be
ourselves,
anyone, let alone just
if that is
Asari.
what's required.
Was being a Justicar worth it if that's how it all ends?
The Justicars were formed to bring order to a world that laughs at the notion. The role is solitary. Its demands are lonely and uncompromising, often to the point of pain. But following the code left me with no regrets. Take that for what you will.
You know, I never asked you if your code has anything useful on fighting Reapers.
Treat them as any other enemy. Show no quarter, mercy, or weakness. The only difference is the scale of our foe. The code is too strict to account for such small discrepancies.
Is that how you see it too?
You yourself killed a Reaper on the Citadel, and then another on Tuchanka. I can only follow such bravery.
Will Falair be all right in the monastery? Or what's left of it?
We spoke for some time. It won't be easy. But if there is a way to survive, Falair will find it. It was good to see her again. Perhaps it's unseemly for a Justicar to dwell so much on her family.
I'm just happy things worked out.
I was fortunate that Falair saw things so clearly. And it would have turned out quite differently without your intervention.
Well, it certainly would have, wouldn't it?
Thank you.
I mean, you know, assuming you all survived, you'd have shot yourself in the head, you wally.
Good luck out there, Samara.
You as well. I don't know if you believe in such things, but Goddess go with you, Shepard. We'll both be tested in fire, soon enough.
In a surprise move, Batarian ships from the fallen Batarian...
Look, I filled out all the forms you requested and jumped through everything.
Neota. That name rings a bell, doesn't it?
Spectre status recognized.
Neota. I wonder how the Paladin compares to the Phalanx. We'll see, I guess. I'm not quite sure if I'm ready to spend more money, having just upgraded my Phalanx. I'd like to see how I go with that gun. I always loved it in Mass Effect 2. I've never really used it in Mass Effect 3.
The second human Spectre assisted Commander Shepard in preventing Cerberus forces from killing the Council.
Spectre status recognized. Please select a destination. One moment, please.
I don't think there's anything on the Purgatory I need to do, but there should be... somewhere there should be Wasaya. The Asari whose bondmate,
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
the Commando, died and left a message for us to hand deliver. I think it's this one.
Her name is Tasha Poray. Of course, P-O-R-A-E. No, I realize you can't tell me where she was deployed. Can you inform me if she's under orders not to communicate with her family? It's been a while since I heard from her. Uh-huh. But I would be contacted if she were injured, correct? Yes, I'm listed as her bondmate. Yes, I can hold. Her name is Tasha Poray. Of course.
Weshra, I have an audio log for you.
For me? Where did this come? Oh no. Oh, Tasha. Thank you for bringing this back. At least I know what happened.
Yeah.
Welcome to Casa Fabrication Weaponry. Thank you for shopping at Casa Fabrication Weaponry. Welcome to Nosastra Sporting Goods. All licensed huntresses may apply for a professional discount. Thank you for shopping at Nosastra Sporting Goods.
Welcome to Simpertine Armory.
We appreciate your visit. Welcome to Agor Munitions.
Need that. Don't need any of that.
All purchases made by Agor Munitions will show in your credit report as AM Trading Limited. While the Alliance takes heavy losses, Turian troops have been bolstered by drones.
Right. Check the shops up here. And then... Right, I think what we'll do is we'll do Omega next, but... I kind of want to do it in one hit, and I don't have time tonight. So...
Cultivating serenity is possible even during times of crisis.
Thank you for shopping at Kanala Exports. Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies. Thank
So
you.
I'm probably going to call it a night here. I know it's a bit of a short one. An hour and a half, but... yeah, it'd be a shame to split it up into parts, I think. And, yeah, where is it? We're getting on into the evening now, so, we'll call it there. We're all caught up, I think. Don't have anything new here, do we? The only other thing I was going to do is double check my armour. I did recently change it up, but I did pick up more stuff and I can't remember what I picked up, so... Little space hamster. So I'm happy with what I've picked on Garrus, but I do wonder if I should respec him to... It's a silly helmet, isn't it? Quite like that helmet though. And a health boost never hurts, does it? So Ceres Council is powered to... Shh! Sorry about that. Dog weighing in there about what he thinks of my helmet. Yeah, definitely power damage. Shh! Be quiet, dog. Shield boost. God, they're silly looking shoulder thingies though, aren't they? They're proper 80s style shoulder pads. Ceres Council. Now that's more like it. Power damage. Weapon and headshot damage. Melee damage. I'll go with Ceres Council, I think. So we've got Ariaki, which is melee. No, we've got Weapon and headshot damage, no. We've got power recharge from Rosenkopf materials. We've got N7 health. I'll take the recharge. So we get health. We've got shield boost from those. We've got power recharge on those. Ammo capacity on those. And weapon damage on those. So yeah, we'll stick with power recharge on that as well. Cool. Every little helps, as they say. Right. So yeah, we're going to call it there. Do please like, subscribe, comment, and hit the bell for the next notification. Next one will be Omega, and I will try and do it in one hit. So we'll have quite a long part where we head over to the back to the Citadel to Dock 42 to have a word with Arya and her buddy, and then we'll be assaulting Omega and all the joys that are there. So without further ado, that'll be us for tonight. Join us again soon. Thanks for coming in. What's going on with me? Never mind. That didn't finish as smoothly as it could have, did it? The battery on my mouse is dying, of all things. See you in the next part.